The International Society for Krishna Consciousness was established by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in New York in 1966. The aim of the society is to spread and introduce Veda to Western. In just 12 years, in spite of his advanced age, Srila Prabhupada circled the globe 14 times on lecture tours to support the society. Under his supervision, his disciples have established more than 100 ashrams, mandir or temples, and farms. Swami Prabhupada came to Indonesia in March 1973 once and gave a religious speech to religious leaders in Indonesia. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness in Bali flourishes increasingly, as we can see at SSRRasram in village of Blumbungan of Abyan Semal, district of Badung. The devotees eagerly dance and chant the holy names of God. The God can only be reached by bhakti or devotion and divine love or prema. In his age of Kali Yuga, the only way we are supposed to do, as stated in Shastra, is by always thinking of God, chanting the holy names of Him, as servant of Him, and at last we take shelter to God with pure devotion and divine love. The relation between the devotees and God is real. For example, this candanayatra is one of 21 divine activities or lila of Krishna. At this festival, the Gopal statue, which is Krishna and Radha themselves, is carried out to the holy birthplace or pool. Meanwhile, the devotees chant the holy names of Krishna. The procession becomes more and more attractive as the devotees chant Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, and throw flowers toward the boat on which the Gopal and Radha statues are placed. This boat turns around the bath altar 17 times. From this lila we can feel the mercy of God. Celebrating Candanayatra means we follow the commands of God. Candanayatra is ointment ceremony into Krishna's body every night, especially on summer. At the night, the statue of Gopal is carried to the birthplace or pool in order to give refreshment. This was the divine activity or lila of God. It was done on this earth as they appeared in Vrindavan and they went on boat through Yamuna river. The God manifested Himself on this earth for 500 years ago as devotee will give and teach the people how to celebrate the Candanayatra festival. This festival began in 15th century in Vrindavan, India. There was a pure devotee named Medawendra who dreamed of Gopal. The Gopal asked him to come to Jagatnathpur for taking Chandana and Champur. Then this Chandana and Champur should be mixed and rubbed on Gopal's body. As God's servants, Madhavendra did what the God told him.
Beliau dalam Bhagavad Gita mana bahwa ke Madhyajimam Namaskuru Mamewai Sasi Satyamte Pratijane Priyasimi.
As mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, God can only be reached by bhakti, namely pure devotion and divine love, stated as follows: think of me, be my servant, take shelter to me, and pay homage to me. By these ways you will come to me. In the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, the information of the God is clear. The God is personal and has personality, like a body, and divine activities and the same like the soul. Although we can't see it because it's too small, but the movement of the soul can be proved scientifically. The soul that exists in our body is actually God's spiritual energy, and it is internal and full of knowledge and has consciousness. All the events mentioned in the Veda like Dwaraka, Kurukshetra, and Sun can be searched scientifically by searching the textures of the soul.
Karena bukti-bukti ilmiah itu, maka saya sangat
I'm interested in this movement because of scientific order. Then I follow the regulations. There is no religion without regulations like at the school. It has regulation too. In this case, the regulation is so scientific like vegetarian and etc. Besides that, some are interested in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness because of these reasons.
I do a lot of material things, but I don't get pleasure, only temporary pleasure. Here I get limitless happiness.
Krishna is a divine God, and in my dance, whichever dance movements that I do, it all reflects with Krishna's movements, so I'm inspired with Krishna.
So I want to see in the reality.
Candanayatra is celebrated every year, and this year is the 5th celebration of this ashram. From this divine activity, as God's devotees, we become closer to Him. From this activity, we will always remember divine activity, so we are going to pass away, we will remember it. It gives us chance to come to God's abode.